In the late Jurassic era, the territory of what is Poland today was almost entirely covered by shallow shelf sea. In today's episode of Poland Rocks, we are going to use our time machine to meet the unusual inhabitants of that ecosystem. We're going to see first sea turtles, the first Polish pterosaurs, as well as a whole range of large Jurassic sea reptiles, Crocodylomorpha, Plesiosaurs, and Ichthyosaurs. Our travel in time starts in today's Wrocław. Already in the 19th century, a study was written which determined that the fossils of a real sea monster, a plesiosaur, were found here. Plesiosaurs are one of the largest and most characteristic predators that have ever lived on Earth. On the short neck of the plesiosaur sat a massive skull, equipped with powerful muscles and jaws filled with large teeth. In 𝗕ᗕ𝗏𝗃, near Częstochowa, remains of the largest and most famous plesiosaur, 𝗕ᗕhlph𝗁, were allegedly discovered. In older literature, there were more unconfirmed finds of plesiosaurs and other large Jurassic reptiles. The only reliable and currently documented Polish fossil found belonging to a plesiosaur is 3 teeth from the 𝗕ᗏ quarry. The importance of examining specimens found and studied in the distant past has been proven by a team of scientists from the Jagiellonian University, the Institute of Paleobiology of the Polish Academy of Sciences, and the University of Edinburgh. A fragment of skull found in Zawełch Wielki, initially classified as belonging to a small plesiosaur, was thoroughly examined. It turned out to be the remains of a 𝗕●𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, a large crocodylomorph about 4 meters long. On the well-preserved fragment of the snout, sensory pits are visible, which enabled the predator to sense the prey moving in the water. We continue our journey through time and space. Morawica, near Kielce, 155 million years ago. In one of private stone masonries, a skull of a large Ichthyosaurus from the 𝗕ᗕhlph𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏 family was discovered. Ichthyosaurs are, next to cetaceans, the perfect example of terrestrial vertebrates that returned to the marine habitat. They differ from dolphins, which at first sight they resemble a lot, among other things, by their vertical tail fin. Another interesting difference between cetaceans and ichthyosaurs was demonstrated by Polish scientists on the basis of a cross-section of the skull from Morawica. Namely, the shape of the nasal cavity and palate suggests that ichthyosaurs swam with their snouts slightly ajar, through which they exhaled. Cetaceans are able to block their nostrils, and they exhale, expelling a spectacular fountain of steam. Krzyżanowice, near Iłuża, 152 million years ago. Turtles and predatory Crocodylomorpha of the 𝗕ᗕ𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 family were found at the site. A vertebral body of a Plesiosaurus was also found here. It was initially described as belonging to an elasmosaur, but subsequent revisions evidenced that it belonged to 𝗕ዀ𝗺𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Animals of both families grew to considerable sizes, but while elasmosaurs are characterized by a much longer neck, 𝗕kszkleidae had a much shorter neck, perhaps useful when combing the seabed. The last, and probably the most interesting Jurassic site that we're going to visit, is located in the owadów-brzezinki quarry, At the site in Owadów, in the layers of lagoon sediments, traces of life from 148 million years ago were discovered. The sea turtle that was discovered there was exceptionally well adapted to hard seafood. Owadów-brzezinki Borsuk-Białynickie, named after the village of Owadów, and the distinguished Polish paleontologist Magdalena Borsuk-Białynicka, had a massive beak for crushing crustacean shells, and fins that were not yet fully developed. Sea turtles, including Owadów, may have fallen prey to the Crocodylomorpha from the 𝗕ዀ𝗁𝗁𝗏. There are also other large reptiles here. We have here, among others, the already mentioned cryptochlids. Ichthyosaurs are represented in Owadów by the newly discovered 𝗕ዀogyarys species, a specimen estimated to have been 4 meters long. Also noteworthy are the remains of a 1-meter-long fish from the 𝗕ዀogyarys and pliosaurs found in Owadów. The fish were predators and hunted just like today's barracudas, accelerating and ramming their prey with their powerful teeth. The horseshoe crab, resembling a monster from sci-fi movies, has a shocking appearance, and its blue blood is indispensable in the pharmaceutical industry. Owadów is the richest site as regards the fossils of Jurassic horseshoe crabs in the world. Polish scientists have proven that this unusual creature deserves to be called a stabilimorph, in other words, a living fossil. The new species of Limulus darwini, discovered on the site, is practically no different from today's horseshoe crabs. Owadów is also the place where the first fossils of Polish pterosaurs were discovered. Work is still underway to classify the valuable specimens. It can either be a new species or one of the species already discovered in nearby Solnhofen. By the way, at the Owadów site, there are numerous fossilized insects. The most interesting among them is a new dragonfly species, 𝗕ᵼ𝗫𝗁𝗏, so named after the Polish scientist 𝗕ᵐ.
I seriously wonder if the name of the village of Owadów has something to do with the fact that for centuries people have been finding there some tiny fossils of insects, and the Polish word for insect is owad. Let us know what you think about it. Leave a like and support us on Buy Me Coffee or Patreon. And if you want to learn more about dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals from Poland, you will hear about them in the first episode of Poland Rocks, dedicated to the Jurassic, and in the Triassic episode. The links are about to appear on the screen. See you!